To pass a bill banning TikTok altogether. This week, they sent a bill to Governor Greg Gianforte's desk asking him to approve the bill blocking TikTok from working within the state, even going so far as to banning it in app stores. It wouldn't punish the people who use it, but app stores could face a $10,000 violation per day for having it available to download. The ban may start on January next year if it is passed.
Back here closer to home, sand sculptors fought against high tides that destroyed their artwork during this year's Port Aransas Sand Fest. Take a look. Artists from around the world are in Corpus area this week as they create incredible works out of art made from sand. But some of them had their sculptures washed away by high tides, setting their work back by days. And the water left the sand too soft to use, so artists have to be quick on their feet and start all over.
Kind of always roll with the punches, and whatever we're given, we deal with it.
Thousands of visitors are attending the event to see the sculptures. Tomorrow is the last day for the competition. That is one of my favorites. Not the greatest weather for that this year, but been down there several times to see that. Always fun.
Incredible what they can do.
Yeah.
I guess you have to roll with the punches, though, with that type of competition.
Anything that involves
so.
Mother Nature, you got to roll with the punches.
So true. And speaking of which, for us here in San Antonio, it has been a hot start to the weekend, but you can see not quite as cloudy as what folks over at the beach were having to deal with today. We were able to see some sunshine out there today. It is possible, though, over the next few hours as a cold front works its way through south central Texas that we find an isolated storm east of Highway 281 through about 9 p.m. So we'll keep eyes on that. After that, a cooler and windy conditions take us into our Sunday, as well as some drier air. We do have more rain chances that return next week. We'll tell you when after the break.
I did not pull myself out of bed early enough today, so that means I started my walk too late, and it was right in the transition from the nice cooler clouds to the sun, and I was a sweaty mess by the end of it all.
Hit the sweet spot.
Exactly.
The sweaty sweet spot.
Should have got up earlier.
Exactly. But it was muggy out there earlier this morning, too, which definitely did not help. We are starting to see some drier air filter into parts of south central Texas, especially the farther west that you go. And that's also one of the reasons why temperatures have been hotter than average for this Saturday. Now, biggest thing you need to know this evening, most of us are going to stay dry, but especially east of 281, we could find an isolated thunderstorm develop. That all as we see our next cold front move through south central Texas. It currently is positioned just off to our north. The better energy this 5 p.m. hour for finding rain and thunderstorms is well off to our northeast. Some severe weather is actually pushing across portions of Arkansas as well as Missouri. But at least for the state of Texas, the activity right now has generally been confined to the I-45 corridor and points farther off to the east. So we are quiet right now here in south central Texas. But again, as we see that front move in this evening by about 6 p.m. here, so over the next hour or so, it's possible near Gonzales, even southern Guadalupe County, we could find an isolated rumble of thunder develop, and better chances of finding that along and east of Highway 281 through about 9 p.m. And then that energy and that activity does push farther off to the Gulf coastline. And then after that, we really just see windy conditions pick up, and that's going to take us into the first half of our Sunday. So we'll keep eyes on the radar for those in the coastal plains, our far eastern counties, but overall, most of us will stay dry for those Saturday evening plans. Now you can see we have managed to find some sunshine out there today, helping those temperatures crank up. 93 degrees right now here in San Antonio, so definitely a summer-like start to any of those weekend plans. Check out Cotulla hitting the triple digits this hour. 97 in Carrizo Springs, not too far off. 94 in Uvalde, 88 in Rock Springs, 90 right now in Kerrville up in the hill country. So if you are stepping out over the next few hours here in town, mid 80s by 7 p.m. and then those thermometers fall into the 70s later tonight. I mentioned those winds. Possible some of us are woken up through the overnight hours thanks to the shaking of some tree limbs outside, because once we do see that front pass by, you will notice that wind shift gusting upwards of about 35 to even 40 miles per hour possible through the overnight and into the first half of our Sunday. And then I think as we head into Sunday afternoon, those winds will start to calm down just a little bit more. But what those winds are doing, pumping in that cooler and that drier air, you can see, especially the farther east that we go, that's where we have more of that moisture in place. But the farther west that you go, it's feeling a little bit more comfortable out there because that drier air is already moving in. And you can see by wake up time tomorrow morning, most of us, if not all of us, will be seeing more of those comfortable conditions. So temperature wise, we will start off in the 50s here in San Antonio Sunday morning. Plenty of beautiful sunshine is in store throughout the day, around 72 by lunchtime. And then as we head into your Sunday afternoon, much cooler than what we've seen out there this afternoon, topping off in the upper 70s and low 80s in and around San Antonio. That low humidity will continue into Monday, a high near about 80 degrees. And then into next week, we'll start to see the moisture return Tuesday and into Wednesday. And that's also the time frame that we'll be monitoring for a few isolated storm chances to return to the forecast, guys.
Weather about to become very important in our lives over the next week or so.
Yeah, it really will. We're going to see. Fiesta stresses me out with the weather, but then I remember San Antonio parties no matter what.
They will have fun no matter what. All right, Andrew, speaking of fun, it's never too early to start thinking about fall and football.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was going to say it's not quite fall weather for football weather right now, but thankfully UTSA plays in a dome regardless, and they held their spring game last night. We come back, Frank Harris was on the sideline, so how did the quarterbacks perform? Plus, it's do or die for the Brahmas tonight as they try and keep their playoff hopes alive. Got that too next.
It was public, free access, and who knows if the opponents might have snuck in here tonight.
I thought it was more for your guys, like knowing where to pick up the signals and not looking at the wrong guy. Or
No, that was just in case somebody was in there watching or filming your signalers.
You can never be too careful with technology these days, and head coach Jeff Traylor is keeping his cards close to the vest, even in the spring game in big board sports. Last night, the UTSA Roadrunners returned to the Alamo Dome for their annual Fiesta spring game, and some of the biggest names were on the sidelines. Quarterback Frank Harris, safety Rashad Wisdom, and running back Kavorian Barnes were just a few of the starters who sat out, and there was no tackling to avoid potential injuries. The offense defeated the defense 7-6 in front of 7,000 fans. Now, without Harris under center, Eddie Lee Marburger and Owen McCown were among many players who took turns at QB. How did head coach Jeff Traylor evaluate all of his quarterbacks' performance?
I thought both quarterbacks looked really good, honestly. I was disappointed with that next group that came out there, but Ed Lee has great command of the offense, made some really good throws down the field, greatest capability with his feet, as was Owen. Owen was very accurate, very capable with his feet. Brandon, did some high school stuff and came out there, and you could just tell him and Jackson, it was their first time out there.
The Roadrunners will kick off their first season in the American Conference on September 2nd at Houston. Meanwhile, UIW will host their spring game next week. The Cardinals are coming off the most successful season in program history, but there's plenty of changes with quarterback Lindsey Scott Jr. graduated and head coach G.J. Kinney heading to Texas State. Now it's Clint Killo's turn to lead the Cards. Killo was the associate head coach and wide receivers coach last season, and as of right now, the players feel like they've picked up right where they left off.
I don't think nothing has changed. I think the coaches, they came in and they haven't missed a heartbeat. I think it's the same thing, different plays, different things like that. But I think the culture is still the same and everybody's still going and flowing.
Following today, the Cardinals have 2 more practices next week before they hold their spring game next Friday morning. In college baseball, UTSA continues their homestand against Middle Tennessee this afternoon. Roadrunners strike first in the bottom of the second. 2 ons. Shane Serdashny slices one deep to right. That'll drop in and head to the wall. Both runs come in to score for an early 2-0 UTSA lead. Serdashny finished with 2 hits and 6 RBIs. UTSA wins handily 12-4. TLU softball made the trip from Seguin to Trinity this afternoon to take on the Tigers. Bulldogs open this one up on the top of the 5th. Serena Gonzalez ignites the offense with this 2 RBI single to center. TLU wins game 1 of the doubleheader 9-0, earning their 30th win of the season. Great inter-district baseball matchup at Northside this afternoon. Clark taking on O'Connor. Cougars up 3-1 in the top of the fourth. Bases loaded with one out. Eli Castadon chops one left side. Third baseman fields it clean, throws home, but the throw pulls the catcher off the plate. Jake Neely scores, and it's 4-1 Clark. The inning continues, so more chance for damage here for the Cougars. Nothing doing. Javier Gonzalez starts the 6-4-3 inning-ending double play. O'Connor gets out of that jam, but the Cougars add another run later in the game, and they go on to win it 5-1. At K-League Field, Central Catholic hosting Antonian as seen on the BGC app this afternoon. Top of the first, one on. Rohan Naik sends a base hit into left. Aiden Diaz comes home, and the Apaches jump out to a 1-0 lead. Diaz was dominant on the mound today, striking out 9 batters and getting 26 of the 27 outs. Central Catholic attempts a rally in the bottom of the 7th, but the Apaches hang on to win a close one, 1-0. It is a USL Championship rematch tonight between San Antonio FC and Louisville City FC, only this time the Alamo City Club is heading to Kentucky. Both teams have started the 2023 season strong. San Antonio FC is currently still second in the Western Conference standings and has yet to lose in regulation, while Louisville City FC is third in the East with 3 wins and 2 losses. This marks the second all-time matchup between these two franchises, and SAFC knows they have their work cut out for them against a team that's returned a fairly significant chunk of last year's roster.
We know they have a lot of quality players, a lot of the same team as last year. They have a lot of good individual players, and collectively they're super organized, and they can hurt you at any moment. So we just got to be prepared for that and know it's going to be a fight going there. Playing them at home, it's going to be different, so we'll be prepared.
Kickoff tonight is scheduled for 6:30 p.m. at Lynn Family Stadium. It is officially do or die for our San Antonio Brahmas, who continue their 3-game homestand in the Alamo Dome tonight against the Orlando Guardians. The Brahmas need to win these last 2 games and have the Arlington Renegades lose their last 2 to make the playoffs as the 2nd seed from the XFL South. Both of these last 2 games are here in the Alamo Dome, and usually home field would be an advantage. But the Brahmas have lost all 3 of their home games this season in heartbreaking fashion.
We fought our tails off. I mean, losing by 3, losing by 2, and then losing last week in overtime by 2. So it's just disappointing. I want to get some wins for our fans here in San Antonio, and I'm super proud, super thankful of our fan support. I mean, the crowd, our fan base have been amazing. I know the players, they really appreciate it. Now it's just time for us to step up and get a win at the Alamo Dome.
Kickoff between the Brahmas and Guardians is set for 6 p.m. We'll have highlights tonight on the Night Beat. The Renegades play tomorrow at 11 a.m. So 2 games to keep your eyes on as we try and see whether the Brahmas can make this playoff push.
See if they can find the W. Thank you, Andrew.
You got it.
We'll be right back.
And this year's Fiesta season is right around the corner. We can't wait to get the party started. If you're looking to watch the Battle of Flowers and Fiesta Flambeau Parade with us at KSAT, visit the website that you see on your screen to get your tickets. Entry to the parties on April 28th and 29th will get you food and drinks, as well as some time to hang out with all of us. And the best part, you get access to on-site bathrooms. That's a big deal when you're stuck at a parade. We hope to see you there. Worth it just for that.
Way cooler than hanging out with us. It's access to bathrooms.
All right, so we'll be monitoring this evening for an isolated strong storm or 2, again, mainly east of San Antonio. So we'll keep eyes on that. And then afterwards, beautiful Sunday. It will be windy, low humidity, and a bit cooler, guys.
All right, looks good. That's all of our time. We'll see you after NBA tonight.
Have a good evening.